Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Kansas City Royals and the Toronto Blue Jays. So up now for Kansas City, Michael Harris. The second. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Kansas City Royals and the Toronto Blue Jays. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. So just about set now. On the hill here today, Kutter Crawford.
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Ready to go now. And to the plate for Kansas. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the Kansas City Royals and the Toronto Blue Jays. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. And now the right fielder, Michael Harris II.
Kansas City, the right fielder, Mike. Harris.
And that's in for a strike. And the home opener is underway. And that one fouled off. And that's in the dirt. And a count 1-2. And a ground ball to first. Torkelson. A flip to the pitcher covering. And an easy out to start the game.
The first baseman.
Now batting Tristan Casas. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next offering is fouled back. And that's down and away. 1 out, base is empty. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's the Royals designated hitter, Adolis Garcia. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1.
Foul ball there. Swing and a ground ball. And that's just foul. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Back now in Toronto. Towing the slab in today's game, George Kirby.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches, depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance. Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just off the inside corner. Going to count 1-2.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boog.
And the batter now, Andy Pajes. That's hard hit on the line. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Here's Riley Green. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And out of here. A 2-run shot, and it gives them the lead in the first. It's 2-0. Spencer Torkelson in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that one fouled off. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Next offering is in the dirt.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
And a base hit right there. And it gets by him. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Here's O'Neill Cruz. Crochet back to work. Shortened a bunt and missed it. 0-1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And here comes Alec Bohm.
The third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Just missed.
That's a ball.
Crochet, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Well, he's got power, and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So, to his advantage, he can expand the zone. He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
3-2. The pitch is outside and ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game. Here's Brandon Nimmo. So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits?
I think you just kind of have to lean out over the plate and, take your bait.
Tosses to first, and he's out. And next up for the Royals, Maikel Garcia.
The second baseman, Maikel Garcia.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. And that misses. Now 2-0. And a foul ball. On the ground to third. And that is that. Back here at Rogers Center, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays. Brooks Lee. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
In the air, left field, down the line, fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Ground ball up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, Javier.
Now it's Javier Baez. Late on that fastball.
With a runner at third, this is who they want at the plate. He's so good at getting a run across in these situations.
And a base hit knocks in a run. Can't get there, and it deflects off it. Everybody's going to be safe.
Back-to-back singles. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Swing and a foul out of play. Perez, the lead runner out at second. Baez at first with no outs. And that one is inside ball one. Goes down looking. And now the shortstop, Zach Neto. He's 0 for 1. And that one upstairs, ball one.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in at bottom half of inning number 2. Check swing, called strike. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Two on, 1 out. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And next for Toronto, Andy Pages. 0 for 1 so far. Oh, he gloves it. The throw. And that's a base hit despite a great defensive effort. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Riley Green. He's already homered in this game.
Green.
Strike 1.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. One runs in, another comes in to score. Runner around third. He's safe, and they clear the bases.
Man, that's a huge 3 RBI double in a spot where they really needed it. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Harris has a beat on it. And that's the inning. And we're back. Here's Nico Hoerner. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to Torkelson. And a quick out, number 1. So up next, Alejandro Kirk.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
And the pitch. Rocketed out towards right center. Reaches down, makes the catch. So the lineup flips over. Michael Harris the second. Now at the plate. On the ground to the left. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back now in Toronto as we go to the last of the third. And now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. There's the strike.
Well, these Jays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here,
swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now, Brooks lead. And first offering is fouled off. Line drive to short and caught.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was smoked, but needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
Perez batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
No, that's out. Yeah.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Javi Baez digs in right side. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That one hit to right. And it stays fair. The run comes in to score from second, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible. Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Out to short. Corner. That's the third out. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Garcia.
And first offering is fouled off. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3. I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. So a man at first. And next will be the cleanup hitter, O'Neal Cruz. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Green hauls it in, and there's 2 away. And now it's Alec Bohm.
The third baseman.
Walked his first time.
Bohm.
Squirts away a little bit. Garcia, the runner at first with 2 gone. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes up the middle. Throw on to Torkelson, and he is thrown. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th. Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pages. That's a laser base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. In the air, left field, down the line. Reaching down, makes the catch. Spencer Torkelson next up for the Blue Jays.
Spencer Torkelson.
On the corner for a strike. 0-1. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Pages on his way to third. Lead runner holds at third. So 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Second and third, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And they make it a double play with the tag. All set for the start of the inning. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. And that one is lifted in the air. Green nabs it, and there's 1 away. So up now for Kansas City, Maikel Garcia. That one fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from.
Runner on the move, and first offering is fouled off. Runner goes again.
No ball.
Throw to second. He's safe.
Ball.
Garcia, the runner at second with 1 away. Next offering misses, and the count is even 2-2. Lifted in the air, right center field. Snags it on the run, and there's 2 away. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. He's 0 for 1.
Kirk.
That misses, and that's ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're in the top of the 5th. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Green on the run, and that's the 3rd out. Back here at Rogers Center, we head to the bottom of the 5th, and now for the Jays, Brooks Lee. Just missed.
That's down.
Well, these Blue Jays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
So a man aboard. Salvador Perez, the next to hit. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Cruz makes the grab, and there's one down. So here's Baez now.
Batting, the third baseman.
You talk about a guy that has all the skills.
Baez.
The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. First pitch, and he just misses.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good run.
And it gets by him. Coming home. He'll score easily. Here comes Baez around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in. All right, ready to go here. And to the plate for Kansas City, Michael Harris the second.
Harris.
Outside low, and we're underway here in the home opener. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Cuts and misses, it's a strikeout. And now the first baseman, Triston Casas. Swinging a foul straight back. Casas goes 6 feet 5 inches, 25 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. And he grounds one to the right side, and it goes just foul. Left-hand hitter waits. High fly ball out to center field. Crow Armstrong under it. He's got it. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's O'Neill Cruz. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's ripped. Base hit. And now a 2-out opportunity for Adolis Garcia.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. The ball absolutely jumped off the bat on that swing. Kind of made my eyes light up.
Runner on the go.
No,
Pitch is
that's
low.
a ball. Save.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Next
Ball.
pitch is outside.
2 balls, no strike.
And another ball.
3-0.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Green settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. And we're back. And today on the hill, Jose Soriano.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Check swing, and he went. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's
3
down
balls.
and in.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
In the air, left side. Nimmo ranging after it. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Zach Neto digs in now.
Shortstop, Zach Neto.
That one
1 ball,
outside,
no strike.
and it's 1-0. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Cruz makes the catch. 2 down. Andy Pages will hit next. Check swing, called strike. Swing and a pop-up, foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Cruz going back on this one. Makes the grab. And that new inning getting started. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Brandon Nimmo. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Ripped to short. Over to first.
You're out.
And quickly 1 away in the second. So digging in, Michael Garcia. Line drive. And that'll get down for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Nico Horner, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. There goes the runner.
Nope, that's
Pitch
high.
misses. Throw, save. Garcia, the runner at second with 1 away. Check swing.
Outside.
Did he go? No, he didn't. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Now a long throw home. Now they get the runner and a rundown. The tag, and they cut him down, going for 2. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Alejandro Kirk getting ready to hit. There's a swing and a drive. And that is that. Back now in Toronto. Leading off, Riley Green. Soriano back to work. In the dirt, ball 1. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Cruz makes the grab, 1 down. So up next for Toronto, Spencer Torkelson. Hard hit left side. The throw to first, and they get Torkelson for the out. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Lourdes Gurriel.
And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Liner, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Batting 7th, the second baseman.
And next for Toronto, Brooks Lee. Hit hard on the ground to short. They take the force out, and welcome back to the ballpark. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. So up now for Kansas City, Alec Bohm. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. This one in the air, right field. Pages. And puts the squeeze on that one. 1 down. Michael Harris II steps in for the Royals. Struck out swinging his first time. Not even close there. And that is ball 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Check swing, called strike.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Torkelson. Here's the tag, and he's out. At the plate, Tristan Casas.
Up next for the
0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Tristan Casas.
That one at the knees for a strike.
This guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Swings here and blasts one left field. Green going back. And brings it in at the wall. Back here at Rogers Center, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the Toronto catcher, Salvador Perez. Horner. In plenty of time to first, and they get Perez for the out. Here's Baez. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Harris makes the catch. That's out number 2. So the batting order turns over, and now Pete Crow Armstrong. And first offering is fouled off. Inside, just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike. There we go.
1-1, check swing, appeal down to 3rd. And he went around. Rule to swing.
Ball. 2-2.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one inside. Ball 3. Into the outfield, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. To second, and he's safe. Zach Neto next up for the Blue Jays. Fly to center his first time. High fly ball, right field. Harris snags it, and that is that. On to the 4th. And the batter now, O'Neal Cruz. To the right side. The tag, and he's out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Out in front and foul to the left side. Garcia in his 5th season, 32 years old, and he was born in Cuba. And that misses, and it's 1-1. Fourth inning underway, no score. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Swings and misses. Went back to the cutter, and it was worthwhile. Nimmo in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
1-0.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-1.
And 1-2.
1-2.
Ground ball right side. Throw on to Torkelson. Royals set down in order. Bottom 4, and now the right fielder, Andy Pages. Up the middle, Horner. Fires over to first. And one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Here's Riley Green.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
1 out, base is empty. Now a screamer into the outfield. Brings it in, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Harris ranges back. This one's going to carry, and it's gone. He shoots one out to right, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. That one ripped right center field. The one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
The other way. Nimmo makes the catch. And that. Back now in Toronto. Ready now for the 5th inning. And to the plate for Kansas City, Michael Garcia. Line drive. Green makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out. Nico Horner will come up to hit. Out to short. Neto. Zips it to first. 2 up, 2 down. Alejandro Kirk steps in for the Royals. To the right side. And that's a fair ball. Runner at first with 2 away. Now the third baseman, Alec Bohm. And a foul ball. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Runner takes off. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Crow Armstrong makes the play, and we're back. Bottom of the inning, and now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Soriano back to work. That one ripped. Cruz makes the grab, 1 away.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but hey, you got to keep swinging it.
Into the outfield, base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Just missed. Man at first, 1 away. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Just off the inside edge.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
And that one fouled off.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. He made him pay for that one. It's 4-0. And here is Andy Pages on the corner for a strike. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Line drive, base hit.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands. You let the ball.
Garcia to Horner at second for 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Michael Harris II. Swing and a ground ball. Fires to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. Digging in, Triston Casas. 0 for 2 in this one. Out to short, Neto. Throws across the diamond. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. O'Neal Cruz steps in for the Royals. 1 for 2. And that one cutting but missing down low. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. And that'll do it. Back here at Rogers Center, stepping in, Spencer Torkelson. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
Well, these Jays, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
The 1-2. Swung on, belted. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Harris has a beat on it. Hauls it in for the out. Here's Gurriel.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Lourdes Gurriel.
That misses the zone. Ball 1. Robert to right field, way back, gone. boosts their lead. It's 5-zip. And now for the Jays, Brooks lead. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Nimmo hauls it in, 2 away. Salvador Perez, the next to hit. Slash foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. And now it's Baez.
Javier Baez.
And first offering is fouled off. In the air, right field. Harris makes the catch. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi.
Well, these Royals, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. One thing that stands out looking over the numbers is the amount of outs they have on the first pitch of the at-bat. They've given away too many at-bats with easy outs. I'd really like to see him make an adjustment. Get more patient and start waiting for that right pitch. Not just the first pitch. I think that could make a big difference in this one.
And that skips into there. And no one can get there. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
And there's a strike on the outside corner.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Ooh, Baez. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of singles back-to-back. Now let's see if they can string something together. Make it a little more interesting.
Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. To the right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Now batting.
So here's Horner now.
Horner.
Fouled off. He was late. Next pitch misses inside. 1-1. And it's caught for the out. And there's 2 away. Relay to first. Got him. Triple play. Wow. Bottom of the 7th. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Crow Armstrong.
Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
1 strike.
Ball 1 there. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Got all of that one. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 7-0. And that one hammered. That's back. That one is gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 8-0. Hit in the air, left field. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Safe at second.
He's in there.
So man aboard. So up next for Toronto, Spencer Torkelson. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add to their lead. It's 10-0.